Hello. Sorry about that interruption. The internet decided it wanted to take a hiatus. I don't know why. But we are back from break. Let me get some music going for us as we try to figure out what we're going to do next. So, where were we? Since I cut out on you guys. Did I cut out on you again?
No,
Oh,
you're
okay.
still here. Bull said something, and I replied to her, and that's when we realized you
Uh,
dropped.
so try that scene again. What'd you say to him, Vol?
Let's see. I have to remember because I phrased it in a way it's like, okay, I think I remember. So, what I said was that, Vol checked with Chinook and then Vol
Yeah.
looked at it, it's like, you, and I asked about, like, okay, if they woke up, if the first one, and then Cronksley went to sleep, and then Vol said, like, okay, we might need to go look for them. They might be drunk somewhere. Let's get Christopher. But where do you think they would go? This is your home.
Yeah, and Gino said that I think they might have gotten arrested if they were off drinking. I don't know where they would have went if they went drinking and walking.
Well, I know they wouldn't just leave. They followed the buddy system.
Yeah, the buddy system.
All right. Yeah, let's get Christopher. And we might just have to look around.
Shella jumps
And
on the table and grabs a piece of toast.
and Sheila, she's gonna yell over
Hmm?
to her. You might need to take breakfast with you. We just got to go look for Jack and Arthur.
Oh, wow.
So, Everett, go ahead and get him. I'm going to go check with other patrons. Maybe the bartender might have seen them. Like, and
Who
maybe
do
they
you
might
want me to get?
Christopher!
Oh. She'll clop over to Christopher.
Sorry, I'm coming down. I'm sorry, what have I missed?
Jack and Arthur are missing. We need to search for them.
They probably got arrested for drinking in public.
Vol's going to ask the bartenders, like, hey, did they take any booze with them before they went out? Like, did you see these two guys? One of them with, they kind of look kind of like a leathered up guy with two rapiers, and the other one looks like an asshole.
You mean that asshole
With a big
cowboy?
hat. With a big hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that asshole cowboy. Nah, yeah, I was finishing up the call for that part, and I think I recall them picking up their bags and walking out the door. Probably around 11:30 or near midnight or so.
Were they already drunk, or did they come down from somewhere else?
I mean, if they were going out this late at night and they had a room already, they had to be a little wasted to go somewhere else, right? Like, why would you leave where you were going to be staying the night at?
So, you know what? I think I could possibly resolve this. Christopher is going to turn to Kronk. Could you perhaps do a scrying for Arthur? I do have one of his possessions.
I think I could do that.
And this is not a joke, by the way, as Christopher literally pulls out. He gave me 2 items. I think I actually have a lock of Arthur's hair.
Above board, if I'm looking at this right,
Uh-huh.
couldn't I just use locate creature?
I mean, you have to be within the radius of them.
That's 1,000 feet.
Yeah, 1,000 feet's not anywhere near there yet,
So
or
it's
wherever they might be.
1,000 feet for the duration to like walking
Yeah, I
around.
mean,
but
yeah, you
there's no
can,
guarantee to find them.
but I'm just saying, like, if you're doing it
Worst
now, no.
worst
Okay.
case scenario, I did give Arthur one of my dog tags, so we could use that to possibly find them through. But
I 100% have a lock of Arthur's hair.
how cool.
He literally he literally gave it to me like ages ago.
Oh, I just learned something
But
interesting.
it's up to Kronk what it's up to Juno what method that he wants to use though.
If you give it to me, I will see if I can see.
Well, yes, if they're still about town, hopefully there's enough details to figure out precisely where they are. Basically, if you see jail cell bars, one of them might be in jail, or both of them. I'm not making assumptions, but if they left in the middle of the night and didn't come back after, we don't precisely know what they got up to.
So, I mean, above board, Juno's getting nothing, right?
I'm double checking that actually, because I think I might have something fun if you do it. I'm just debating. Like, there's a lot of questions about what is considered creature, or if the body can be scryed upon. Then again, you can't scry on an object, right?
Yep, you can't scry on an object.
So I
So
guess
if they're dead.
technically,
So, but at the same time,
hmm,
the caster knows if the spell succeeded or not, or if it,
right.
if the spell failed
I actually
in the
think I
wrong
have
way.
something. I think I actually have a fun way to include both. I might give you a twofer on this one. So you're going through with it?
Yeah.
Since you're dead, you can't make the wisdom save. So basically, you find your vision. You're using the cauldron as the C and I, right? Or what are you using? Like,
Yeah,
or do
we're
you
using
have?
the cauldron.
All right, that's what I thought I remembered. All right, so as you kind of like gaze into the cauldron, your vision dips into the water, and then it kind of like trickles back in, and then you recognize this building as you zoom in as like a mortuary of sorts. And on a slab, you can clearly see a alien looking creature just laying there. And then as that vision kind of like tells you where that thing is, like, I don't know, you've seen Arthur change, right, into this creature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that that's him. All right, cool. And then off to the side of him, you can see what looks like two silver outlines. One of them seems to be like Arthur, and then the other one is some female looking figure that seems to be screaming and yelling at him, or just making all kinds of vague expressions to him. But it seems so silent since you can't quite see into that plane fully. I mean, it's like a bit of a bleed if it would. But you know that Arthur is sitting on a slab rock that looks like he's in post-mortem for some kind of a mortuary thing. I'll give you that.
Hey, so Juno will come out of it,
Bloop.
out of his vision. He'll look at her and he'll say, I think he's sleeping in a building downtown.
Oh, then they must have passed out. Do you perhaps recognize the building at all?
It's right beside one of the hospitals.
Oh,
It's
so then he's
usually
been hurt.
Oh, wait, what?
Shell's finishing her toast.
Though we don't know the city as well as you do, Juno, could you perhaps guide us to that building if you recognize it?
Yes, just down that way a little bit.
All right. Intention of the party is to follow Juno to wherever this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So walking down the streets, yeah, I guess you would see like you pass by the file shop, and you could see like people working on cleaning up debris and everything, and a half-orc woman just kind of like shaking her head at everything with the cornrows and the half-shaven head. It seems like she found some people to work for her already, Juno.
I am sorry about your building. We
Uh,
would love to help after we find our friends.
oh, you lost your friends? Sorry to hear that, but I'll get it back in shape in no time.
How did it
Elsparia
break?
happened here?
Yeah.
Oh, weird story. There were a couple intruders trying to break into my shop. Apparently, they were after one of my valuable potions that I always keep with me because of how expensive it is. Well,
Our
whenever I
ears
saw...
kind of go up.
So, I heard the noise. I stepped out of my room. And then all of a sudden, somebody tried to knock me out. Can you believe that?
Did you see
Unfortunate for
them?
them. Well, at the time, no, but then I quaffed one of those potions that they were after, and then I scared them away as a giant scary dragon. Well, I didn't scare them, dear. I put them down. Nobody trespasses on my property and gets away with it.
So when you
And they
say you
did
put
all
them,
of this damage to your building?
Well,
man,
I got attacked. What'd you expect me to do? Let these so-called burglars take advantage of a single person living by themselves in this city? No, this city's made of rougher stone than that. We shall not tolerate being taken advantage of, adventure or no.
wait, what did you turn into then? Because
They
that
said a
damage is big.
dragon.
Oh, they said a dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was a very beautiful dragon. I had so much
Did-
fun.
Did you even see who they were?
Oh, yes, I think I... Wait a minute. I think you were with one of them. You were with the one with the hat.
Start crying.
You were with the one with the hat, right?
Jack?
Is that what they call him? He was running around with some alien-looking creature that could take on people's forms.
Yeah, she's gonna cling to Vol and just cry.
Something the matter with her?
I'm gonna ask you this once. Your life was in danger.
Yes.
Did you slay them because they kept fighting back?
No, I slayed them because they were trespassing, trying to spill expensive potions and trying to take advantage of a single person.
I'm aware, but I'm asking, did they run, and did you kill them when they ran?
Yeah, the visions are a little bit blurry.
That's not a no. Vol's
That's
kind
not
of
a
like making
yes
this
either.
angry, kind of like a very awful angry look.
So let me get this straight. All of you are in it together then? Coming to rob my shop after I gave you that wonderful deal, no less.
I have no part of what occurred here.
I
Then there
don't
should be-
neither.
Then there should be
I'm
no
just
water
asking.
to go through this bridge of ours.
Just as a side note, as Christopher is just looking at the damage,
Mm-hmm.
using my trade skill, do I approximately know how much property damage she did to herself?
I mean, the building itself. Okay, so she like busted through the roof of the front door of her building, and pretty much the entryway there. She probably did at least 7,000 or so worth of damage gold wise.
And this was like a potion shop, right?
That sold some very expensive potions.
So just like assuming that an entire store was was invaded by a dragon.
Yeah.
How would that amount to is in terms of like typical potion stock?
I imagine
I
all the
mean-
potions are kind of busted because
Mm-hmm.
they did break through the whole building. It would have shook and it would have been loud.
I didn't say it wasn't. At any rate, after I put the culprits down, I contacted the nearby authorities, explained the situation, and as soon as I changed back, confirmed it with them, and they took the bodies
Where?
to the morgue, I would assume. No, put that rock off to the side. Up, and she steps away from you to go deal with some mishaps that are happening on her yard.
Oh, we need to go get them. She's still crying.
I'm very aware. But the thing is, I don't think I could trust that lady as much. Blood spilt ain't something you do when people run. That just means you're hunting them down.
There
Question mark.
might be
But go-
another concern. I
We need to...
don't-
Oh, go ahead.
I don't believe that Jack's body will be released to us. Or
I don't.
perhaps not even Arthur's body might be released to us.
I don't think so either, especially since... Well, I don't know how this lady, rampaging a little bit wouldn't cause guards to be concerned, but...
No, my primary
Oh.
concern is that if Arthur's body is discovered and sent to the mortuary, where then they know precisely what Arthur is.
Ah, I didn't
And
think about that.
additionally, Jack is a wanted criminal with a bounty. If they
Perhaps,
make any reports outside and obtain that knowledge, they might hold his body to, well, avoid trouble.
All I will tell you, though, Christopher, is that if we get them and they come back to life, I'm kicking both their asses to literally
Oh,
into the
help.
dirt. No, no. But regardless,
No, you no tell me no, Vol.
I only know you for so long. But anyway, you got a point there, Christopher. How do you propose?
perhaps,
I'll go ahead.
perhaps the lady can collect Jack's bounty.
I don't know if I would want to talk to her any further. And I wouldn't know if she would need the money anyway. I paid her 50,000 before.
Also, the last time that, well, I suppose the only time that we've turned in a proper bounty, the person or the body associated was kept with the local constabulary.
Do you think if we try to get them as quickly as we can, we might be able to get Jack before he's identified?
But then we might need to hurry then. Juno, could you perhaps double pace?
And you'll move along.
All right. You find yourselves outside a stone building, dreary looking. You can see the word mortuary implanted above the open or the door above that leads inward into the main hall.
Vol doesn't want to go in because she looks uncomfortable, but she'll go in regardless if everybody goes.
That I guess Christopher is I guess maybe the faster compared to the two more confident individuals. That he will walk through the door first, I suppose.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher leading the charge, everybody just kind of like following in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Come on, Shella, say it too.
Oh, there, I finally finished that toast. I'm on my way. Uh, as you clamber a couple of stairs to get to the door and make your way into this humbling location, the carpet is like a decorative, almost regal feel to it, red and gold trims. The furniture. You know what? I don't even want to be here. I'm going to go, guys. Furniture is eloquent, comfortable looking, maybe too comfortable looking. And a man with a clipboard and a black tie, black suit, elongated, a bit gaunty of a figure, kind of like stares down from his clipboard at the group that just came in. I am terribly sorry. Is there something I can help you with?
So yes, we've come to investigate a recent addition to the mortuary.
Oh, really? On whose authority, if I don't mind me asking?
So not regarding any specific authority, but we believe that we might know the individuals.
Ah, come to identify the bodies, then.
So yes, if we could possibly see them.
Very well, follow me, then. And he leads you to a blackened door that is off to the side, and opening it, you can kind of like feel a cold air just kind of blow out from there. Do mind, it's a little bit chilly in this direction, but we do it to preserve that which is within. Follow me. And he'll lead you down a cold hallway that leads to a wider, like an antechamber where Juno you would recognize this as being the room where the stone slab tables are. And sure enough, in the center of this room, there are two slabs that have your two allies laying upon it. Mostly clothed. The shirts have been kind of ripped off and removed. That one in particular is very interesting. Kind of like pointing out at Arthur's corpse. You, recognize them by chance?
So yes, I do believe that these are the individuals we were looking for.
Excellent. Allow me to get their names, please.
Just I'm actually trying to remember if Arthur ever gave a second last name.
I am actually trying to remember if there's anything on him that might identify him too. Do you guys have anything on you that is identifiable?
He sure as heck doesn't have a deed anymore.
I know who has a wanted poster.
Yeah, but did they go through my stuff to get?
Oh, Jack, do you not know
Mm.
what people do to the dead?
They go through everything, Jack.
They have
Then-
to.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they already
Arthur-
know the answers for some people
Yeah,
then?
that's why I was thinking out loud, because I didn't have it all mapped out yet, and now I do. Yeah, so
Yeah, the only thing that would be reasonably identifiable on Arthur would be the dog tag from Vol, but that's not his.
yeah, I was gonna put full on his tombstone, but I suppose these aren't his.
Full doesn't have a name on that name tag. She
Or
kept the
what-
other one with her name. It's just religion and location.
Oh, so what's on it then? I guess I'll be more specific next time and ask you what was on it again.
Yeah, like it's just religion of what Vol believes in, and then her home.
We were gonna send this one back to Yagi after we experimented on it a few times. It's a strange creature that could take other shapes. Well, god damn it, Vo, I'm done arguing with you. I don't know what's on your dog tag. Tell me exactly what's on it, damn it!
I was thinking like
Quit being vague. That's it. I want to know your
wasn't-
religion now too. Tell me your religion right now. Let's
I
go.
will, Mirthvale. But
Mirthvale
also,
and where?
here's the thing with the location stuff. We never talked about it because you never told me where possibly Vol's adopted parents are, because they wouldn't live in Yagi. They would live like farther away from anywhere deadly.
I mean, Dragon Spine's the closest, the furthest away from it. And
Not
there
that
are,
far.
I mean, it's on the other side of the same mountain.
How about like where the Timor Castle is? So maybe that town.
Yeah, Timor. That's fine.
That
so,
works.
Timor. Fair. Timor, and
Alright.
since... yeah.
All right, so like coming back down here, it's like I got the assistance I needed.
Okay.
That one would be Arthur Gregan, and then the other always introduced himself as Jack Van Zandt.
Excellent.
He was a bounty hunter.
Should I put that on his tombstone?
Well, we were hoping if perhaps you could release the bodies to us.
And why would I do that? Are you the direct family? And I hate to play this game with you guys, but
Said no, but we are closely associated with the at the very least associates, or I suppose closest kin. It's a bit of a complicated relationship.
I do have proof that I'm close to that one, pointing to Arthur, as she'll reveal her other dog tags.
So that makes you what? His mother, his daughter, sister, sibling, uncle, aunt, stepbrother, stepmother.
In a sense, you might describe the relationship as a brother.
You know,
Thank you, Christopher.
I
was
find
say
it-
something
He doesn't seem to have your hair, though, let alone your eyes. Have you seen his eyes, by the
Christopher,
way?
what about Odie? She points over at Jack.
So as I said, so we can certainly put Jack with the appropriate family, like kind of like hesitates on family, just like closest kin, regardless of whether it's the professor or with Odinyana.
These are troubling times. And he kind of like puts his hand out in the air, wiggles his fingers a bit. Insight check if you don't know what's up.
I'll insight, because
Will too.
I'll
Yeah, go
base
for
it
it.
off of what Christopher said. That I'll go along with what he said.
Oh,
So
I'm
as I can
fine
play
with
it
that.
along.
I want you to. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're better at
yeah.
it.
Avra, this
Mhm.
person acts like he wants money for something.
You're greedy.
I'm needy, dear. No,
She's
don't get
gonna
me
look at
wrong.
Christopher. He wants bribes.
That's a very harsh word, dear.
You're a very harsh man, you greedy person.
I am sorry. It is what it
She's
is, I'm
clearly
afraid.
upset, and she's letting her words express that.
Well, I mean, it's either that, or we just dispose of the bodies
What?
with the rest of the criminals.
Answer the question, how much?
Oh, well, how much are they worth, to use the question?
I will ask you one question.
Greedy
I
prick.
will answer you one answer.
Is theft in this particular country punishable by death without due process?
You've never been to the Southern Isles, have you?
That's not the question. That's not the answer to the question. That's a follow-up question.
The rules
We could just
are
ask
whoever
someone that knows.
Oh, yes.
Simply
and they
put,
can
I do
go
believe that these two were executed unjustly.
unjustly, though they had plenty of eyewitnesses describing them running out of an item shop of some sort.
For theft.
Yes, well, on private
To
property,
answer the question,
breaking
is
and
theft
entering.
punishable by death in this country?
My answer is, if you enter someone's home without their permission, especially late at night, they are allowed to kill you on sight. These are rough
Inciting
times.
that.
Yeah, go for it.
God fucking damn it.
Dear
I
I
will
got
buy
him
you
ready.
advantage.
I got him
nope,
already.
dead meat already. He was like hovering.
Pick on the draw.
He was. I'll try again, Christopher. Let's see if we can get this.
I cannot
job.
win an insight today.
I don't know why. This is weird. I mean, with that, they're a little bit more understanding, but the fact of the matter is that you guys have only seen like the Southern Isles through the lens of Juno. And I mean, Juno only experiences what he wants to experience. Apparently, there's a lot more going on here than just a normal government of some sort. If you'll history checks, let's do history checks for not Juno, but I guess the educated people of the party, Vol, Christopher, I guess, yeah, the rest of you besides Juno. And
Sorry, I'm not
Avery.
sure if you saw what I wrote there. And
Oh, you hand over 7 platinum coins on Arthur and 3 on Jack. Okay, all right. I'll react to that here in a second. I just want to see what everybody's history check is.
Oh, I did not mean to roll that.
I
You're
mean,
fine.
just to clarify, Star, and I'm just asking this for my sake.
Mm-hmm.
So people did witness a dragon killing 2 people then,
Yeah.
because that would be terrifying for any town. I just need clarification of like, you know,
Well, here's your clarification that I'm going to give to Christopher. This is why I needed the history check. Just like some of the darker streets of Parenthia, where people work together and know what other people can do in their own way to protect themselves, the calmness of everybody reacting to what happened must mean that the community protects its own regardless. But also on that note, this community protects itself from those that are stronger than it as well. What I mean is there's a sense of these people having been taken advantage of before due to the colonization of 3 different countries into their region. And this is like where the history lesson's kicking in, because they have been dealing with constant colonizers coming in trying to steal resources, steal items, steal anything that is related to their nation or personage. They are now willing to find ways to fight aggressively against it happening to them. And this just happened to be one of those aggressive actions. So it seemed like this wasn't the first time that somebody tried to steal from her. And this is probably not the first time she did something extreme. Like she might have taken a polymorph before and turned into a T-Rex a time before, but she kept getting better at alchemy. If you need any more information, feel free to ask a question towards it so that I make sure that I'm explaining everything clearly enough.
Let's just go ahead and have Juno's thing resolve real quick.
Yeah. So the gangly figured man kind of like looks towards Juno, stares at the coins. Points at Jack and kind of like taps as if indicating one more.
Juno will put 1 more platinum on Jack.
Fair enough. Though, and he hands you the wanted poster. I don't know who made this obstatious drawing of him, but it does him no justice. I mean, look at those cheekbones. I could touch them up for you before I let him go.
I think you would appreciate it if you got prettied up.
Very well. Let me go get my vials and scalpel, and I shall tend to the body shortly. But I think I can release it to your care after that.
We appreciate it.
Good. And he'll kind of like wander off a bit to like a station, grab a couple of things like a kit of sorts that has like various tools of his trade. And he comes back over to Jack and just kind of like rubs a thumb against his cheek. Ah, yes, these cheekbones could use a little work. Let me see what I can do for you real quick. And unless you stop him, he starts to cut certain pieces, starts to sew certain pieces, and then starts laying out powder across those pieces.
Is he doing like cosmetic surgery on Jack?
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel like that, you know,
Like,
Vol would
that's why.
step in on that before it
Yeah, that's what.
occurred.
Yeah, that's why I was like, unless somebody stops it, and since you confirmed you are stopping it, you could see him just getting ready to put a scalpel to his cheekbone, and he looks up to you. Is there a problem?
I'm done already with this. I'd rather take them now. Please don't fiddle with them anymore.
If that is what you wish, this was going to be on the house, but less work for me. Rolls up his kit.
And what are their effects?
I believe there's a bag over there in that corner. Feel free to take it. Yeah.
Then Christopher is actually going to actively open the bag to see what's inside of it.
For pretty much everything that they're missing. The only thing that they don't have is their shirts. Any leather armor, or like if they had any chest piece, like that's been removed and disposed of.
So then just clothes and armor, essentially?
Yeah. If there was anything else on them, they did not come in with it.
Very well then, I just wasn't interested in getting an earful later, as
You could
Christopher will
always
like
leave
to
them dead.
reseal the bag. Huh?
No, nothing. I was making up off table content. He wouldn't know. He doesn't know what you're doing with the body. Don't want to get an earful from the missus. Much understood. Very well then. My work is done.
So, Vol, Juno, would you be so kind as to assist?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
strong. I can help.
Are you positive that you want to touch them in this state?
If you want, I could help, Christopher.
Vol will actually respond and be like, I'll be honest, Christopher, I don't want to touch anything dead. I'm terrible about that, I'm sorry.
I have a spell that could help.
Before
How
you
long
burn
do-
that, let's... Avra, do you think you even pick it up? Your frame's tiny.
Tired of being treated like a little damn kid.
She says as she pouts.
She's gonna quote unquote manhandle Jack's body.
Athletics.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage. I don't have to. She starts dragging Jack off.
I mean, she's stronger. I think she's stronger than me, technically, so she could just heave Jack better than I could.
Yep. Fireman carry fling his body over your shoulder.
Mhm. You see her kind of waddle out.
I will say the hat's missing too.
God damn it.
Yeah, the hat got blown away in the fight. Or
Yeah.
after the fight, somewhere around there.
Which case, unless somebody else makes a move for Arthur's body.
Kronk, do you want to go for it?
No.
I'm not joking. I would, but the problem is like Vol's like I don't think you guys realize, but Vol is very uncomfortable in the morgue with the
Oh.
undead stuff or dead stuff.
If Twist
I'll
was here,
get-
he could fix this.
I'll just go ahead and
Okay.
Juno just picked him up.
just wordlessly. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So Juno and Avra grab the two cadavers. And the mortician just kind of like does a slight bow. Sorry for your loss. Please, may the goddess of chaos keep you safe.
Ever kind of calls out, greedy bastard!
It's in our nature, dear. Come back and see us. Hopefully not like them.
I don't think I want to.
No, it breaks my heart.
Let
But,
it be broken then.
you know, it is
And
very
she just
fair.
walks out.
Well, I hope I didn't offend her or anything. Please, don't come back. I mean, it would be bad for business if you did. Or would it be good? I guess it would be good, but I don't want to see you in that state. And just kind of like waiting for you, the rest of you, to kind of like tag out. You know,
threatened. Wow.
Christopher will probably wind up being the last one out the door.
then thank you for
And-
your patronage.
He'll close the door behind him,
Clunk.
and as it closes, a burst of light just explodes from Christopher. No con save.
Oh man! God damn it, boss! Not that light
Congratulations
again.
for everyone that's still alive.
Yeah, you
You
get temporary
10
hit point.
temporary hit points.
I
Damn
already
it,
have
boss.
25 from a boon, so I'm just waiting for that to go down.
I have
Actually,
20
you
now.
You can stack that with the boon. Like the boon
Oh.
is excess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
He treated it as excess in a different
Okay.
context.
Now I
Yeah,
have
like-
35 temp.
There you go. You're good
And,
like that. I don't mind that. I mean, I want you to get your boon one way or another.
Yeah, but yeah, basically Christopher had been holding that in, but like that was that last comment was like the
Boss?
twig that broke.
You need me to hold your nose or something the whole time, like Dorian's like on your shoulder. That. All right.
I just needed to vent.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, next
Shella.
time, boss. Not on me. Oh, yeah. What's up, Fo?
I think we might need to preserve them if we just took them out.
Mhm.
I don't know how you could do it.
Oh.
I'm not made for preserving like you did before.
Oh, exactly. I could do that. Yeah. And if you want, she will use her step of the wind to use the light and
Yep.
perform the semblance of what was it again? It's the why is
Gentle repose.
Thank you. Gentle repose, which is a cantrip for clerics, right?
Not a
No.
That's a
Or is it
level
a
2
level-
spell.
Yeah,
Level
it's a
2.
level 2.
I was about to say, Star, if that was a level 2, I would have built
Alright.
a class
No.
around that.
I
A
was
level of
thinking
cantrip.
of
Spare
the
the
one
dying.
that, yeah, spare the dying. That's my bad. I'm sorry. My head's not all here because we just got out of a mortuary. You know where I'm at.
I was just
Uh,
going to say, though, like, you know, if Vol tried to do her step of the wind, she might light them on fire. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you looking for cremation? That's a cheap way to
No.
do it.
I'm just saying I'm way of the fire, so it's like,
Yeah.
no, I might kill them permanently on
I will say-
accident.
I will say, yeah, she's able to perform this. I'll cost her a couple extra steps just to kind of, like, still, even her burning extra steps helps her. So I'll have her burn 2 steps on each of them in order to advance and get the level 2 spell kind of cast on them. There you go. I think that'll keep them preserved for a bit.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it, Shella.
Juno, that cauldron you used earlier, is it the cauldron that I think it is?
I don't know, but I just got it one day.
For cooking food.
It's just it's like a I hate using game language, but I think essentially that's the only way that works in this work in a
Mhm.
in a not meta sense regardless, but like have you magically attuned yourself to it?
I don't think it takes attunement.
Requires attunement by a druid
It,
or a
To
warlock.
use the special effects of it.
Yep. So if you wanted to be able to revive people, you need to attune to it. Still makes a good pot to cook in.
I'll ask you this: do you have the attunement slot for it?
I'm pretty sure all 3 are taken up right now.
Then the answer is probably no. Then, at least at this moment.
Well, attunement only takes
An
an
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
But
Still
also
gotta unattune.
technically I have a free attunement slot right now that I'm not using, so
Yeah, you can loan it out if
I
you
could
wanted
use
to.
it temporarily.
If you think you can use it for something, you can try.
Do you need some seasonings to go with that?
The question I have for you then, if you use it, Christopher, is it able to help?
So it's something that well our particular pardon, Lillian's particular family never had any particular use for it, but it is an item that a person such as myself could use to revive someone who has fallen.
Does it, well, then I don't want to put you in the awkward spot, Christopher, but does it revive one or multiple people at once? Because, well, we have 2 people dead right now.
Only one person per, I do believe it might be 7 days.
Damn.
Yep, it's on cooldown for 7 days.
So regardless, we would need to require the services of another unless we wanted to leave one of them dead for a week, but I'm not inclined to do that.
I'll be honest though, based off how barbarous this place is, I don't want to stay. In Timor, it's a dishonor to just slay someone that runs away. And I won't take it any other way if someone tries to convince me otherwise. That's cowardice. To slay someone as they run.
So yes, I would prefer if we did not stay here as well. Has everyone left all their things in their rooms?
For expedience, I'll say you all have your stuff. I would think you would probably bring everything just in case. Because you
Yeah,
were
Ever
planning to
definitely
make.
has all of hers.
Yeah, like, here's my justification. Like, we've already confirmed that Arthur and Jack left nothing behind. So, like, everybody grabbing their things to go do this makes sense to me. But if you feel like you need to go back, I'm not trying to stop you either.
So essentially, if we have all of our things, then I shall simply draw the circle now.
To Jillian Cove?
So that is the place that we were hoping to go. And if nothing else, there's definitely resources that might be able to perform the same job that we require, so offer me just a moment. And by a moment, I mean a minute.
Do you need help? Shella kind of like coming over to the side to help you.
So then, I guess the two of them will, in conjunction, just like draw the circle together.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Yeah.
Avra, thank you for carrying it. Patting Avra on the head.
You're not.
Okay. Helping out kind of speeds it up a little bit, but it'll still consume Christopher's spell slot. Since I assume you're going to be the one to activate it. And whenever you're ready.
It's no big deal dropping one of my level 5 spell slots.
Yeah. No, yeah, no big deal at all. But yeah, anyway, as soon as you're ready, you can activate and jump through, guys.
Well then, here we go. As Christopher is going to just step through.
And with that, you all have 6 seconds. Shella jumps in, Dorian jumps in.
I assume everybody's jumping in Star.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we need to
Yep.
joke around.
And then
I just wanna
with an
make sure.
evil smirk watches
Bye,
as
fuckers.
everybody else goes through the circle.
And then takes Jack's body to drop it off by the pier.
That would be pretty evil.
You're with the Tazareth, right? I found him. Now, can you take me to Shandor so I could go see Mirthville? No, just kidding. Anyway, no, you all make your way and find yourselves in a familiar to some, I believe most, except for maybe Avra. A very elegant hall, I believe, that has a similar circle that was just drawn on the ground. Stone marble, kind of like leading out into a doorway. And you can see a semblance of an adventurer's guild, as it were. I'm just trying to bring up one note so I can double check my notes on this place. Oh, excuse me. But as
Just to clarify, we are in Jillian Cove, right? Or Shandor? I got confused.
Jillian.
Okay, cool. Never mind. Go for it.
Unless I'm wrong. I mean, I could be corrected too. But no, I think I heard Jillian, which is what Shella drew.
Yeah, Jillian Cove was our first destination, regardless of whether this happened or not.
Yeah, you find yourselves in the Pillars of Light Adventuring Guild. And behind one of the counters, there's this brown-haired, straight-haired woman who kind of like sees what you all are bringing into her room, and she just goes, "Oh, dear me, whatever happened to all of you?" With a accent of sort that I will butcher to death.
A lack of justice, that's what happened to them.
Oi, I am so sorry.
I know your land is beautiful, Kronk, but I didn't know the laws there were so awful.
They are different to some.
In my head, murder is just murder. Doesn't matter who or justification. It's wrong nonetheless.
Would you like for me to call for a carriage or something to help you tend to those?
The first thing we're going to do, apologies. Is there a practicing cleric in the area?
Oh, you wish to try to bring him back then? DM is looking. I believe we have one here. I just don't have it mapped out exactly. You may try either Levianthian's temple or Kazia, though Kazia might grant you better boons.
That's who Jack was apologizing to.
I'm over here thinking, is Kazia really going to let you come back, though?
I mean, he did say sorry, and she did take it. So
I mean, she stopped the storm.
I
That
mean,
doesn't mean she took it.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
he-
specifically,
Go ahead, Christopher.
I guess specifically in response to that, you know what? I think we've already determined which one we're going to use the pot for.
There you go. That works. That works.
Oh no.
Leave him on to simmer for 8 hours. All right. So, I mean, we don't have to drag too much more out. If you're heading directly to Kazuya's temple, we can do that.
Yeah.
As you make your way to this temple dedicated to the wind goddess, the elemental signia hangs above the temple's entryway. You can climb these stairs, bring the dead with you, and make your way into the chambers. And several women dressed in white cloaks, like practitioners, learners, or maybe even nuns, kind of like come and greet you and see that your baggage. And they quickly call for the high priest, who enters out a gentleman. What race do I want you to be? I'm thinking, as I see if there was anybody who's suggesting. No? All right. I guess it would be like a half-elf, since we're kind of close to Eltara. A half-elf with a braided blonde hair, just kind of like going down to its back halfway. Half-pointed ears, eyes kind of like looking towards the group as he kind of like takes it in. Welcome to Kazuya's chambers. I am so sorry for your loss. Though I assume that's not why you brought them. You all look... oh, please, go ahead.
So both were, by all dimensions, wrongly executed without due process, and we'd like to be for the possibility of bringing them back to ourselves.
I see. Well, that's pretty much up to the gods and goddesses at some point, but if you're looking for that connection, I can expend a reach out for her if you like. It will require, as you're aware, a donation, of course.
Yes, and we are more than willing to make that donation, although we would only be able to offer one of them, as very recently the other has gained great disfavor with her goddess.
Well, it's a shame that such things have happened. Though I won't question you any further than you wish to explain. Though it would be an interesting story to hear.
God.
Yeah, like he's
You are
trying.
right.
He's trying not to be invasive, but he's definitely curious. I don't know what you did to angry our patient goddess, but I would love to hear this just to see. But if that's the way of the wind, then we shall change the direction for at least one of them.
And they, I guess, unfortunately present the alien body of Argul.
Oh my. I am going to make a history check to see if I've seen anything like this before. What in the hell is that?
My brother.
Did he burn up in a fire?
He suffers from a very unique skin condition that very few have ever suffered from.
You're not technically lying, but you're not technically telling the truth. I'll allow either one. Persuasion or deception.
It's like they're the same regardless.
I kind of figured, but I figure I'd throw that at you and say, you got options.
Mother, no,
And
absolutely
this is
not.
just this is your day, buddy. This is
I
your
just need to
day.
ask, can I give an advantage since I did claim it's like my brother kind of thing, so that they can always get
No,
another roll?
that's an extension of Christopher's, like, because like the whole point of that particular conversation is he left out the detail brother in arms.
I'm
Yeah.
aware. I'm doing the same thing too.
If you said you were assisting, I would have allowed it, but we've already
But
did a dice roll.
I was assisting. That's kind of why I was asking.
I mean, you know what? Go ahead, Christopher. I won't make you spin yet. I mean, honestly, he's got. Well, let's see if he's gonna have to anyway, right? Just trying to extend that olive branch. Hey,
There, the complete opposite side.
yeah. So he's kind of like takes your shoulder for a minute. He says, "I think I understand. Ah, poor thing. Maybe we can fix him as well. I look forward to the goddess looking favorably on him. We will do everything in our power to do so. Let's see here. DM's trying to remember what the original donation cost was. I did as excuse me.
I think you just made it worth the same amount as like a diamond. Don't die.
I'm trying not to. What is the value of the diamond again? Is it 1,000, right?
500.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1,000 for the service because they have to get the diamond value plus their time out of it. Oh man, sorry, I've been kind of down a little bit in the sickness here. Just been hiding it so
Yeah.
well. Anyway,
Christopher,
yes,
like, and I'm pretty sure this would be an agreement of the whole party, but using 1,000 from the bag of golding.
Yep. I think that's fair. I gave it to you for that reason.
very well then. Allow me to grab the temple offering jar, and you can place it in there. We'll set that aside. Alice, Trisha, Teresa, I'm sorry. Keep forgetting your name, girl. You're new here, so give me time. It's okay. Gather up the spices and incenses and candles that we're going to need for the ritual. We'll be preparing it here shortly. And two of these girls split off from their group to go gather the things that they need. Teresa sees the turtle wave at her, and she just kind of like giggles a bit and waves, and then runs off to do her errand. Be that young, and now in the service of Kasia. At any rate, is there? Can I get you somewhere to put the other one, or?
We'll have our own location for them. Which
Of
reminds me,
course.
Vol.
I'll help you out. Make sure they're stewing away.
Well, no, I was going to ask if perhaps you could.
Oh. Sorry.
If you could purchase 200 pounds of salt.
I can do that, no problem. Full goes off to buy 200 pounds worth of salt. Maybe taking Abra with them since that's a
so
lot
strong.
of salt.
Yeah.
Am I still carrying Jack?
Yeah. As far as I know. Unless we throw him in the pot, I mean.
But
She's
then we have
gonna
to
go over to Christopher
him.
and she's going to lay him down gently beside Christopher.
Yeah, yes, the priest just kind of goes, we could put him in the other room. I mean, it's daunting enough we'll have one dead body present. Let's not put them all in the same room, if you
She'll
don't mind.
pick up Jack again.
Yeah, thank you. You are
Show me
awfully
where.
strong. This way, my lady. And
Clops angrily.
oh please, I'm so sorry to have troubled you, dear. But I do appreciate it. And he kind of like tries to pat you on the shoulder.
She
if you
shies
allow.
away from it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You could set him right there and kind of like lead you into this other room where it's kind of like a hospital-like bed.
She'll place him gently on the bed.
All right.
And then she'll whisper, I'm kicking your butt whenever you come back. You still made a promise. You hear me? And then she'll go out the room.
As the half elf watches you leave, he kind of like puts a hand on Jack's forehead and says, "You've done fucked up, didn't you?" No, I'm just kidding. No, he wouldn't have said that. He would have just been, "Yep, it looks like your soul has a lot to come back for. Is it gonna be worth it, I wonder?" I am still. If they manage to bring you back, I hope I get to hear your story. Anyway, walks out of the room.
She'll follow Vol.
All right. The priest has another bed kind of like dragged up towards the pavilion near the front of the altar and everything, explaining that you may lay your brother in arms on this table here, and hopefully the burn that he took will be removed and brought back to a finer condition than we found him in. Take it you had him set. Wait, who's carrying?
Juno was the
Kronk,
one
right?
carrying him.
Yeah, Juno, you're carrying. So he's directing you. Just place him right here, sir.
And Juno does so.
All right. It will take a few moments for everybody to return with the proper ritual items. If you want to come back in about 30 minutes, you may take a break in the city if you wish. Otherwise, we'll get right to it as soon as your friends rejoin. I'm pretty sure you might want to make sure as many people who can provide a link are available. Basically, DM saying you have 30 minutes to kill. Yeah. But yeah. So this is where the DM also asks, is there anything you want to do in these 30 minutes, or are we just ready to see what happens?
I mean, like,
I'll have
yeah, but
Avra
presuming certain things, but like, I guess Christopher would just spend the time, like, just attuning to the cauldron for later use.
No, that's fair enough, yeah. So I'll have Avra and Vol just do either perception or investigation, whichever you're better at, just to kind of like give you a higher chance of winning. All right. Let's see if Avra's the first one to notice. Wow. Nice. So, Avra, you're the first one to find where they sell large amounts of salt.
There it is, Vol.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. How much can you carry? You carried Jack like no problem.
She looks at you and says, "A lot."
We'll have to see about that, but I'm not here to really compete. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very comfortable with dead, especially people that I know.
It's never easy, is it?
It's definitely not easy, especially when you see them come back from the ground.
Her eyes kind of go wide at that. What?
I didn't stutter. How much for the salt? She says to like someone that might be a vendor.
Yeah, there's this one guy who's got like a piece of straw sticking out of his mouth, and he's got like the straw hat on and blue overalls and work gloves, and he's kind of like digging some of this salt out. How much you need?
200 pounds.
10 gold.
Give him a platinum.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
A friend next to them, yep, drinks a beer.
Dangle, dangle.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you got a bag to put it in? He's starting to pick the shovel up to put it somewhere. He's like,
Do you have a barrel?
yep.
How much?
Turns to another guy. 5 silver. And he
I
kind of
just
like turns,
I just throw him a gold.
yep. And then they pull you a barrel over and he starts shoveling in.
I don't carry
salt.
change!
Yep.
I do have change, but I'm trying to speed it up.
And then after he finishes the last shovel, he puts the shovel down and he nods to you and says, yep.
Pleasure. And then
Yep.
Vol will work with Avra to take it back, and then Vol looks kind of like a face of like on the
She's gonna
precipice.
try to pick it up by herself.
By the
All right.
way, as you walk away, Avra, you notice the name Rasco on this guy's. Hello, my name is.
He giggles at it.
Actually,
Yeah.
out of curiosity, let's both roll athletics and just see.
I mean, it's a wheelbarrow, guys. You can lift one end of it, right?
I know. I'm just being silly.
No, go ahead. I'm on board.
Go
I'm
ahead,
just
Bull.
saying.
Well, let's
I'm just.
ladies go first.
Oh,
Yeah.
Even my lowest throw, I get you.
Yeah. So yeah, you start to pick it up, Vol, and then this little young woman of a satyr just kind of like buckles up, and let me show you how it's done.
oh,
Much
I am not
useful.
used to this.
She is much more useful than that Sylveon. Anyway,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
sore.
Yeah.
Yum.
Let's try to get back. But yeah, Abra, I'm gonna give you this for free. You kind of see Vol's face is kind of like in this weird precipice of like extreme emotion, but she kind of looks like in between. So it's like something's off with her. There you go.
Take it you don't like messing with dead things because you've seen things.
That and that we're dealing with someone that I would say I'm closer to. Maybe
You
not.
mean Arthur?
Well, Jack is not someone else I'm not close to. He was the first person I got to really know. Arthur is just someone I can rely on more.
Do you like him?
I can't like anyone right now.
Why not?
I need to see if my goals can be accomplishable.
What's your goals?
Wiggle. Wheelbarrow rolling.
Yep.
Free my city.
From what?
You know how Jack and Arthur were kind of lying still?
Yeah.
Imagine them walking around and they try to eat you.
Zombies?
Yep.
Her eyes kind of like go wide. I want to help.
She almost spills the wheelbarrow.
She almost sounds so excited.
You can help me out if you drop all the talk of romance. I don't think about it. Not until I get that. Or at least
I was just asking.
I
Just to
know.
get to know you, Vol.
I know, this is kind of our first time talking. I'm sorry that I was a little bit mean in the mortuary thing. Or when we were heading there.
It's okay.
I might feel better once we get them back.
I still owe Jack an ass kicking.
Oh, his ass is gonna be gone.
I could have taken it off for you if you wanted.
Oh,
but you...
go
Okay.
Go
I'm
away.
just saying.
The old man who gave it away.
Oh, you know what I just remembered, Vol? You hear, yeah, welcome back.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take the scene seriously and ignore this old man.
Exactly, right.
But basically, that'll be just the end of the talk, and then we'll just walk back.
Absolutely. You guys make it back with a wheelbarrow full of 200 pounds of salt. Park it out in the front or bringing it in.
Bringing it in, because that's where
Bringing it in.
Christopher is with the pot.
As everybody just kind of like looks at you bringing in a wheelbarrow of salt, there are some eyes. And even the half-elf is kind of like curious. You guys planning a cookout or?
We need this to bring back our friend.
Interesting. I mean, sure, the bodies consist of salt to a degree.
She gets soft, doughy, teary eyes.
Oh, you poor thing. That's all right. I won't think about it too hard. Let's see if we can bring one of y'all dear friends back. Teresa just returned with the other half of the incense. Your allies are kind of like tending to the other room, I believe, or they were hugging a cauldron of sorts.
Oh, that's where we need to go.
Yeah, and yeah, Arthur, like this whole time, boy, I'm gonna maybe fade to that for a minute as the ritual's starting to be planned. So it's like it takes an hour for the ritual to get started, and then I will be asking for people who want to contribute to it. As the contributions are about to be asked for, though, you have been spending what seems like an eternity in a day getting to know your fiance or wife, whichever she turned out to be, in ghost form. And the silhouettes that Juno was seeing was basically you two being like screaming at each other, like, I can't believe it's you, and whatever that elation may have been. And then just because your body has been transported, your spirits kind of like follow with that since she is still haunting you. But you were able to have clear conversations, talk about things that have happened, and maybe to a certain degree, it kind of like, I don't know, might make you not want to come back as she was waiting for you. And it's going to be in that moment where she goes, so are you coming? But before we get to that, the incense, the alignments, the oils, the ointments to revigorate the burnt skin of Arthur. He uses extra oil just to make sure, and performs the ritual blessings to Kazuya. And as the ritual starts to take shape, you guys can feel a breeze kind of like overtake the room. And as this breeze overtakes, he kind of like asks the allies of the person if there's any of you who would like to say or do a certain act of kindness towards the deceased to kind of prevail them back into our realm. I will allow you to take this moment to convince the spirit to return to its body. And above table, I'm just basically going to be asking you to pick a stat. Tell me how you're using that stat to change the DC of his resurrection.
Yeah, Avra is going to push Full ahead, like softly.
I want to pick Full first. You know why? The stat I want to use is a stat that's going to be horrible.
Oh no.
Well, dear, you've
I'm
already
gonna
been
let
put up
Christopher
here.
jump on that since he knew Arthur the longest. If you're okay with that, Christopher.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get at least Christopher out of the way.
Fair enough. Been hugging
But,
that cauldron all afternoon.
So trust me, it's been very uncomfortable.
My apologies, lad. Please say a few things for your departed friend.
So then, Christopher just looking over his body.
I know we've discussed this on several occasions before, but yet you, along with the others, have done so much for me to ensure that I might live the life that I've never even knew that I wanted until most recently. So, if you please, would you come back so I can do the same for you?
All right. So, persuasion, is it?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Taking the most picked stat first.
It's kind of just the reality of a charisma caster.
All right. So, chat, just so you know, the DC is currently at this. So that's good. All right. And you can feel the breeze just kind of like fill the room up a bit. And then there's like a circular motion of greenish energy that kind of like represents wisp of the wind, just kind of like enveloping around the body, but nothing is happening yet. Seems to be taking a positive turn though. That's delightful to hear, my boy. Is there anyone else in your party that would like to contribute to this?
I want to
Yeah,
give.
didn't you?
Oh, I was gonna say I
Sorry.
was gonna let Kronk have a chance because Kronk also knew him long as well.
Juno will just say, Arthur, I hope you find peace wherever you go, but we will miss you a lot here as well.
Is there a
And
certain?
yeah, I'm not particularly sure I understand what I'm trying to do above board, like with
Yeah.
picking.
Okay, so basically, like, if you want to, like, if you're trying for a persuasion, that one's off the table now. So if you want to try to deceive them, or if you want to try to just, like, this even goes to like taking something, like if it was a rogue, right? Take something out of their pocket, you would do like a sleight of hand, and
You could
maybe you'd be,
also do
Oh,
nature.
or yeah, yeah,
hear me out.
oh,
What if
nature,
you tried
yeah,
to feed him?
telling him to
As like a
survive, right?
survival slash nature, just
No,
like
no, that's cool.
you can't. It was
So
like
now,
you can't swallow unless you're alive.
okay, uh, is that what you want, Kronk?
Yeah, I guess.
Fair enough. All right, so now I have a new DC that has been assigned due to your very good roll. The wind picks up again, and another sheath of wind just kind of like envelopes around the body, and we can see that green energy just kind of like building up. Not to be mistaken for Minerva, but definitely showing like wisp of air. All right. He nods to the turtle, and the half elf turns towards Vol, who's currently being pushed up here. I take it you might have a few things to say.
I think I do, since well, I didn't know him as well as these two, but I got to know him well. Sort of got attached too.
Well, say your piece, and maybe we can bring him back. And he kind of like
Alright,
moves away for you to do whatever.
okay, this might be a stretch because Persuasion's out. am terrible at everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing I'm gonna have to use that might be twisted because it's not gonna fit it exactly based off of the definition, but it might work.
Talk to me.
Intimidation. You frighten or make someone afraid.
I
However,
said, Bo,
Done.
you took mine. Piece of shit.
Done
However-
it. We've done it before. Yeah, you could use
however,
intimidation.
the reason why I'm saying it's stretch because Volwyn has never tried to like scare people like this before. She would do it to Jack in a heartbeat.
Well-
The reason why I'm saying
Oh,
intimidation is
hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
What if it's like? What if the source of the intimidation is the disappointed mom look?
That's
I
very
mean-
intimidating.
no. In this case, I would point out something to Vol that would make it intimidating, possibly for not only Arthur but everybody else that would hear it. Just suddenly be like, "Oh shit."
Well, what do you do?
Vol will simply approach the body and put her hand on their chest, or whatever's left of them.
Yeah, they're intact. They've been sewn up in places.
Arthur, I remember I asked you to help me out with something very important in my past, or my current objective. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't say the full reason why I needed you to do it. And it resonates with what Ninny told me when I first met her. I don't think many people know about this except for Christopher, but I remember her telling us, or telling me specifically, that if I go back to my city and try to accomplish what I wanted to do again, I'll die by my own folly. And I think I know how that will occur. And sadly, if you don't come back, If you don't return here, I think you'll be afraid that the final regret you left is that destiny will come true. Because I only can imagine you being the only one that could help me be able to get past that. Since I told you what I needed you to do, and I don't think anyone else can handle it besides you. I'm, in a sense, trying to frighten Arthur in a sense of the thought of like, hey! If you don't come back, Vol might die and join you.
Well, make an intimidation check. We'll see if it happens.
Hi!
The DC has been decided. There's only really one way for you to officially die here. As you finish your part of the ritual and take a step back, the high priest nods and then lifts his hands as if to complete the offering. And the diamond that was set beyond, atop of his forehead explodes into 1,000 pieces. It starts to glitter for a moment and fades into his body. Yeah, that passes. So, Arthur, though, there's a moment of hesitation. There's a silver line that reaches out for your spirit, and it reconnects. And you can start to see your body healing up from where you're standing. But beside you is your beautiful redheaded woman that you have known and loved this entire time. And a white light, like a doorway and steps, kind of like appear behind her. And she turns and looks and says, "We can go together. We could do this together. We could finally be at peace and be together without anyone ridiculing us." A choice has been offered to you, Arthur. A silver line that will reunite you to your body, or the door that leads to the gates beyond.
One second, please.
Uh-huh. And if
Again,
you were
yeah.
wondering, the DM is actually trying to break you. Dead me.
Jesus. But as he kind of just looks at Agatha and looks back at the body, tears kind of start to form.
Well,
You
what's the
you know
matter?
I love you.
But we can finally be together. I mean, I've reached out for you. I've stepped beyond the grave, and now we can both go home. What are you doing?
It would be peace for you,
But
but would it ever be peace for me? I've
but you
left dead.
but you but you came back to me. Are you breaking up? No.
And he's just gonna kind of look at her,
I just got you
I
back.
and we will be together again. But they're family.
But what am I?
More than anything I will ever deserve. But
Give me a persuasion check. But you can finish your thought too, please.
I will never rest. I will never know peace unless I go back and right what's wrong. 29.
Her demeanor changes, and she looked like she was about to get angry and frustrated. And then she just lets out an exasperating sigh. She gives you a big hug. I won't be able to reach you anymore. Not until the other side.
Well, if you have anything less to say to me, might be a little while before we talk again.
A little while, huh? I'll be waiting. But don't come back because of this. This was stupid. You know it was. The door opened
Yeah.
for me. and I gotta walk through.
I died a fool, and I will pretend. I will learn from my mistakes. I'll go. Be at peace.
She
What?
slowly drifts away from you. And as she climbs the stairs to enter the white door that is right there waiting for her, she reaches out to it, turns to look at you once more. And as she fades into the door, your body pulls your spirit back in. And then all of a sudden, the healing energy of your body reunites you with your soul. Every wound, everything that aches, mostly healed. Though as your eyes pulse open with that purple haze that you're so familiar of having, you kind of like find yourself awakened. And the last thing you remembered was a dragon.
It kind of just slowly starts to rise up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, easy. You're fresh back from the dead, my friend. And Kazuya's blessings have reached you, my dear friend. Kind of like pat you on the shoulder. Oh, I thought we were going to get rid of these bird marks, though.
Oh, Arthur, I believe the magic might starting to be working.
As he's just ow, fuck. As he's just gonna slowly shift
You
into
might
Arthur.
start looking as you normally do very
Ish.
soon.
Shifting into Arthur. Giving the
Yeah.
almost
Oh
middle
my god,
finger
it's a
look.
miracle. Thank goodness. Kazuya has blessed you with a fresh body once again. That, it usually doesn't happen in that order. I'm happy to see you back amongst the living. Your friends have offered up a great boon to bring you back. You have some wonderful friends to thank for this. I might advise you that you are in a weakened state. Take the next few days nice and easy until you get some long rest. 3 or 4 days or so. Basically telling you about your weakness at this point. You do have one HP, so don't sneeze on yourself. Well, I will allow you and your friends to rejoice. And there's a choir of women who kind of like step up from the background. They start singing a choir song of praise to Kazuya as you kind of like rejoin with the others. Hallelujah.
Can I play my flute?
Sure. But there, a miracle has been performed. Arthur is amongst the living once more.
Toot, 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 toot,
Yep.
toot, toot.
Are you kidding? Kazuya is of the wind. And if you're using wind to blow this instrument in her temple, you get advantage. Only good tunes in here, folks. So with that, you are able to play a lovely tune with the beat and the music that the choir is singing. Arthur is brought back from the grave, and only one of you remains waiting for a pot, it seems.
That's about right.
So,
have a
do we want to kind of set that up and then come back to it next week? Like, what's the intention of the party at this point?
I would just like to throw up a significant point here.
Mm-hmm.
If we left it to next week, the player of Jack would have nothing prepared if he needs to make an introduction.
Right.
It would be better to know if it worked now,
Yeah,
rather than waiting until
Yeah.
next week only to find out he can't do
I
anything.
agree.
Yeah,
All right,
that,
so
that
you're-
would kind
okay.
of suck.
So let's kind of so let's kind of go through the intentions of the day. Like, you're going to go find a place to sleep, and then you're going to go ahead and put them in the pot for the evening, right? And then see how it turns out the next morning.
I mean, I know what Vol would do right when Arthur's revived.
Yeah, go ahead and get that. It is getting late, and I do want to have a little bit of a sentiment here. That's why I was wanting to stop at this point. But if we don't want to stop here, then we need to shorten the sentiments a little bit. But by all means, get the necessity out of the way if you can.
Oh, no, don't worry. This will be short because Arthur, you probably were walking by, you're looking at everybody's faces. Before you can look at Vol, she just kind of gives you one of the biggest, dammest hugs imaginable.
Okay, I appreciate the hug.
I don't want you to see my face.
It's probably a good thing you don't, because you might have seen Agatha in it.
Oof.
Hold on, a quick insight to that.
Yeah,
quick,
you're weakened. You're
a quick
weakened.
reroll for that.
I'll buy you.
Is it
Are you
better?
gonna get advantage or do you want?
I'll get advantage.
Okay.
Women and their hormones.
What, you don't accept the fact that people miss you? You have to question it? Really?
Oh, it's not that.
Is it not?
It's just...
All right, I'm waiting. Don't worry.
Oh,
Or am I waiting?
I don't know. Anyways,
Do you want advantage on that, or you
yeah,
good with-
I'll
yeah?
go.
Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, cool.
I thought Roll was burning her clusters, but anyways.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you were. You
we-
said you were, so I was gonna let you do
Yeah.
it. I'll burn my clusters if it.
I've already done it.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
here's the thing. I'm not gonna make somebody who's the opposite end of the stick buy clusters for the guy that's inciting against them. Okay, that sounds counterproductive. Like if that was the
Maybe it's
case,
roll.
you could have just told him. Yeah, go for it. There you go. 14.
10.
What or oh yeah, 10 because of the weakness. What is your intention with this insight? Because I don't think we fully understand what you're looking for.
Just gauging Vol's emotions right now.
If you want me to explain it a little bit better.
No,
Hey.
no,
Oh.
not too good. Not too good. He only got a 10.
Oh. He got a 14.
He's weakened. He gets a -4 to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna give it to him anyway to help
Yeah,
everybody
go-
else understand.
Just go for it. I'm
You know how I mentioned to you, Avra, that her face kind of seemed like in the precipice of like doing something extreme?
Mm-hmm.
In this case, why she's hugging Arthur, and probably Arthur would be the only one that would notice since she's trying to hide her face from the party, is that she is basically like overwhelmed with grief. So basically it's kind of like her first time kind of like full on sobbing. There you go.
I was gonna go ahead and clop to Jack in the next room.
Just kick his ass in there. Get in the pot!
I
yeah,
just like to imagine just like during this specific scene, like Christopher was just like gently placing this body inside of this cauldron,
and then all of a sudden,
But yeah, Arthur, that's the info you got. So you must think that's kind of weird for Vol.
Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but all he'll do is just continue to hug closely, kind of stroking the hair.
I miss you too, Agatha. No, that's DM messing with people now. All right. So where are we putting Jack in the pot at?
Yeah, I think since they have to sit in that pot for a whole 8 hours, probably going to just like get a room at the local inn.
Okay.
I mean, I need to carry his ass again.
Yeah, and the pot.
Oh.
I'll don't worry, I'll settle this part. I think what'll happen first specifically is just to minimize the amount of carrying around a dead body. Christopher will expand the pot first, put the body inside of the pot, and basically until the pot has entirely filled with salt, he'll just constantly keep buttering. I guess I would call it a mantra.
We're marinating him.
Salt is pure. No. It's just like a little thing, like, "As the salt is pure as white, fill the body with your light," and just repeatedly until the pot is entirely full. Closes it.
Yeah, so basically he's taking like a pinch at a time and then slowly filling it up, and it takes 8 hours to do it that way. No, I'm just kidding.
But as far as moving it, once the entire thing has been filled and closed, he'll just make life easier and cast levitate on the pot.
Fair enough.
Because 200 pounds of salt plus a
Yeah.
body.
Plus a pot.
I don't think Avra wants to carry that.
But she will
No.
try.
She will try.
So yeah, as an action, you can cause it to grow, blah, 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 blah. You can revert the cauldron, which you did, and harmlessly shunting anything that can't fit inside, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but it's big right now. Yeah, just so you gotta leave it in there for 8 hours. Like, I was wondering if it needed a flame or anything. I don't think it does it? So we just gotta marinate in salt water and shit. So
Like I imagine that the inspiration for this pot, like apart from like some like classic paganistic rituals, but I imagine it's also kind of like the reversal of some like some Christian themes as well, where it's just like the body eventually converts to like to dust, so like
Right.
using dust to bring the body back.
Makes sense to me, I suppose. All right, so gathered into your rooms for the night. Nighttime shenanigans may or may not have happened. We can recoup those losses next week if you want.
I'm just gonna burn all my way of this wind steps, and you get them on a short rest, right? To go back.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, I'll burn 6 today then, and then that will be good.
And then I'll
Or
do the same
9?
for
No,
Shella.
6. It's 6. It's definitely 6.
Fair enough. Novo, you need to do it this way. There you go.
In my defense, Shell, you're teaching me something that you do differently from me. Oh god, I actually need to look at levels. I don't think she's at that level yet, but I'll look.
I think Shella just dinged.
Chicken's ready.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for that. Speaking of dinging, So, as the body's getting ready to simmer for the night, what presets of conversation do you want to have, as this ritual does kind of like need the same mysticism of...
I'm intimidating the shit out of Jack.
I'm punching the shit out of Jack.
So I hear...
Why is this one so violent, God?
I hear intimidation, and I hear athletics check.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna punch him anymore. Do you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm acrobating his ass!
Okay, that's fair. You're going to throw his body into the pot as the first thing that happens, right?
Basically.
Actually, yeah, that actually probably is what happened. Like, they already gave the first 2 parts as Christopher was about to put the body in. Next thing you know, Avra and Vol come in. Like, the first thing she like Avra just like telling the body off, and then Vol, like in that exact same motion, lifts his body in the air, throws it, and then does like a air backflip kick into the pot. And Christopher just has to witness this.
I'm so sorry, Jack, as a persuasion. No. All right. Well, then let's get the rolls out of the way. Let me get a intimidation, and you can tell them off real quick while you're doing it.
You go first, Vol, because you're doing it first.
I'm not intimidating. I'm chucking his...
you're chucking him, and then I'm doing it.
You can intimidate him as she's chucking him. You're going to go first. Go for it.
Basically, imagine I'm holding them in my arms.
Oh God! Wait!
No. I like a 9. I like a 9.
Somebody buy me.
I'll get you.
You ain't got points? What happened? What
I
did you waste
only
yours
have-
on?
I only have 1,000
Do you want to do this,
left.
Christopher, or should I?
Like, look,
Cool.
y'all have burned your own. I can dip into my pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like 1 million. So
She rolled basically a 2. Amber, you're not intimidating. You're adorable.
that's true. Like, Jack would be like, "Oh, she's cute." All right, Avra. I've been told you can try again.
Okay.
That's
16?
better.
That's a
All right.
lot better.
The DC has been adjusted. And do you want to say what you intimidate him with?
When
Talk
you
about the-
come back, I'm gonna beat you black and blue. You promised. You broke it by dying.
And then Moomin, your Vol goes in there, manhandles him, tossing him into the kettle.
I'm buying advantage. I'm buying advantage.
Oh,
God damn it!
Come on! I gotta have
I'm
at least
sad.
some fails.
I'm
I gotta,
sad.
and I'm mad. No, it's all good. Go for it. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
All right. That.
Jack,
And
I know that you didn't want me to just kick your ass. You want me to do it in a royal fashion.
Oh yeah,
And
maybe that's what I should do.
not to add to all this
looks to it.
feminine rage, but I do believe that Odanyana is going to be coming to visit soon, and she might also be inclined to do things, so I do recommend that you be in good spirits before she arrives.
I am sure he's perfectly fine, Odiana. Let's go fight in this fight pit real quick. There's this annoying guy called Ragnar Savage. I think you could take him.
I have a bad feeling. And I'm feeling really, really mad right now.
Oh god.
Well,
To the point where I kind of want to just, let's just say someone died.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, don't worry, Odiana. The ring has those protection runes. You
oh,
won't die.
no. Like, if they died, I bring them back. And if it didn't work, I just keep doing it until I bring them back. And if they got brought back, I kick their ass and kill them and bring them back again.
Well, then I suppose they don't have to worry about those special runes with you around. Let's get to work. Anyway, back at the cabin. Is Juno going to slap the life back into him? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay, you're persuaded. Go for it.
Oh, I'm confused. Did Juno say they were doing something?
I don't know. I just read stuff.
Christopher's already on his way of doing it.
I mean, you can still slap him if you want.
I mean, it won't count, but it can't hurt
I didn't
either.
hear you, and I don't necessarily read the text because I have very limited peripheral vision.
I mean, we'll roll for it. It won't count, but I mean, it can't hurt either.
Sure, go for it. But go ahead and say whatever you want to say, Christopher.
Jesus!
Schmack!
Live, damn it.
All right, Christopher, go ahead and give your speech, and then we'll roll the dice.
Oh no, that is 100% the speech I gave. I essentially was persuading Jack to come back because basically just pressuring him with the fact that Odinyana would be coming, and he does not look great right now.
Well, thanks to the efforts of everybody not wanting to fail their checks, I mean, it's a lot easier to get this when you're higher level too. We will also, if it happens again, you get an automatic, detriment towards your coming back as well. So don't die again. But this will be a success when he comes out of the pot.
And
is he gonna just be naked? Like, is he just covered in salt?
can there just be one extra thing?
What's up?
It's during the scene where Jack officially rises from the pot, there will be an ice cream sundae off to the side with his name on it and a punch card with 3 holes.
Your free sundae. You did it, Jack. You did it. You arise from the pot, and your free sundae with 3 punch holes has been fulfilled.
Of course, the first thing that would happen before he even rises out of the pot would just be a loud fucking ow!
You're now unconscious for 1d4 hours. No.
Oh, he's alive. Vol says that she was playing cards with Abra. Also, you're holding your cards upside down.
And
sorry.
the wrong way. Oh, you're not supposed to show him either.
Wait,
I'm
did
teaching
I hear
her.
that?
I think everybody heard that.
She smiles and takes out her sword.
Don't kill him.
Oh, Arthur, don't get up. You're still struggling.
I wasn't planning on it. I'll
All right,
beat the shit
Jack.
out of him with it.
let me hear the final moments of this scene as we get ready to go into a long rest of a week so that we can come back to it next week. What's the last thing that we're seeing as you arise from your salty pyre?
Jack, covered in salt, finding a place to sit down, looks at the ice cream, just ice cream is ice cream, then looks down at himself like, oh,
I mean,
that's a lot of new scars. Okay.
he has his pants. We haven't gotten that
Still,
far anymore.
there's a lot of new scars.
Oh yeah. Well, no, not necessarily. You've been raised from the dead. You lose whatever scars you've obtained from the damage. I
Oh
mean, you
no,
might
that's
have some light
Well-
scars. Or wait, what?
I was about to say, it's like that's specifically for something like the resurrection spell.
Oh, yeah.
Resurrection
Oh.
includes some regenerative properties. Raise
It's-
dead, raise dead.
It's
Alright,
so
so
you
then
can
you have-
avoid basically having like a disease that if someone's brought back from the dead,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have it. So that's why they did it for
Well-
resurrection.
I'm just saying, you've been like you don't have any deep scars, but yeah, I guess they're all kind of like surface scars of where you have been wounded.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, I had those scars before from the rapier cannon. I didn't. Maybe that was
Yeah,
different.
the long lasting ones would probably still be there, no problem. But I'm just saying, like the major wounds you obtain have been healed over. But if you want some gnarly scars, you can have them. I'm not
Yep.
gonna. Yeah,
Dragon claws and bites,
yeah.
and he'll have his ice cream and just rest.
And as he enjoys his ice cream, we zoom out, and that's the end of the session, my friends. Me and Odiana shall return maybe next week and see how Jack's doing. He's alive and well, right, Odiana?
I feel him back. I'm no hungry.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Well, maybe we won't go. We got other business to attend to. in
No, I
Shandor.
totally want to see Handsome Jack.
Oh, are you
I need
sure?
to show him I need to show him my battle damage I got from winning against that scorpion.
Oh, well, fair enough. Let's be on our way. And, yep, they make their way towards wherever they think he is. I think we know where to go, right? Jillian Cove? And we will see what happens next week at 7 o'clock every Monday evening. Come join us and be a part of it by donating those lovely boons, banes, advantages, disadvantage with your channel points, or even a draw from the deck of many things if you're a long-time watcher. Join us for the next game, which will be, as I grab the book, because I always have to read it, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which is Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll have all of our players finally, as we will meet up with Lost and Nameless, as I can actually get you guys character sheets if you are in the game, so we could talk about that later on, and get you guys kind of like filling that out. But join us for that on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. Also, join us. Oh, I already did Nameless. I think Lost is the only one I need to take care of. Join us Friday for Open Roleplay. And if you want to be a part of that, !help in Twitch chat. Otherwise, if you're over on Facebook, come on over to our channel, ChaoticCalling.tv. Do the command there, and then you'll get the information that you need. And last but not least, oh no, we got a Sunday game that happens at 12 p.m. Central, and it is a open RP similar to Friday, but it is sub only. So to subscribe to that, you'll type !sub RP in Twitch chat. And there's the information to join that. Leave a $5 monthly donation to Chaotic Calling on Streamlabs, and you get a new role in our Discord. Make sure you join our Discord. And once you get that new role, we'll get you a character rolled up for that game, and you'll join us Sundays at noon, 12 p.m. Central. A lot of fun. Come check it out. A lot less restrictive than Friday, but still, it's a D&D game. Excuse me. We are doing a thing over at We Rise as One. It's our sister channel where we play video games, and we are playing Pokemon Sword with a Spirit Lock. Come see the tragedy. Sorry guys, I'm still a little burned. Come see what we can do to salvage our run. And our Spirit Lock, we have certain rules. Come check out the YouTube. If you check our YouTube archive, you can catch the episodes as they're being released on a playlist. Join us, subscribe, follow on the YouTube. Much appreciated. And that's every 2 p.m. on Saturdays. We should have a full group of 6 spirits taking over the Pokemon. We're going to have to refill our ranks since we lost a couple of important people.
Rip.
Anyway, anyway, we might even have a tribunal to debate if Sylveon's actually dead, but I think she's dead. I think we're done. I think we're over it. But join us 2 p.m.
Are we?
I'm
sure?
not over it. No, I'm never gonna be over this. I am angry still. I'm steaming.
yeah,
I have
yeah,
never
yeah.
planned so hard and watched it fall apart so bad. Unless it was a Friday game. Anyway, join us December 10th through the 12th. We have charity stream coming up for St. Jude's. We'd love to have you come by either as a player. If you want to donate your time, you can do that. Check our Discord, ! help, get to the Discord. Check out the pin message at Admiral, and it will give you a link to the St. Jude's, and then plug in your name where you're available. That's it, right? That's it. I think that's it. Oh, Raid Shadow Legends. We are sponsored. We need 4 more raiders. If you can help us, I'd be greatly appreciative. And then we'll be able to buy some new content for the channel. All you got to do is get through the tutorial. You don't like the game, don't play it anymore. But if you like it and you want to join it and want to do more things, we do have a guild there, a clan. You can join ChaoticCalling, search for us, and be a part of the calling on Raid Shadow Legends. We'd love to have you. That's it. I'm done. I'm having a good sleep tonight. I hope you are too. Join us next week, 7 p.m. Say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook, my friends.
Jenai.
Good night.
Night-night.
Good night.
Now Lexi's the one that's holding us back.
I know, I didn't
No,
hear
I'm
it.
not. I said something. I said night
No.
night.
The curse has been passed!
You are now
Thank you.
officially the one. All
Rawr.
right,
And
guys.
Lumi just was like, I'm free! I'm free! I'm free!
And then she goes mute. All right. We are going to go find someone to raid. Stay tuned. That'll give you more channel points to spend. So stay tuned, my friends, as we go raid. And make sure you ask them, do they hear the calling?
Well, thank you, Mega, for